The Johannesburg Metro Police Department is conducting their festive season road safety campaign near the N3 in Port towards Heidelberg. The campaign is in a bid to curb the high number of road fatalities during the festive season. A special focus is on obeying all the rules of the road as well as alcohol abuse and drunken driving. And joining us from the N3 in Port towards Heidelberg is AN7 reporter Sindisiwe Twala. Sindisiwe, welcome to Newsroom. Now, we know that the focus on the JMPD road safety is all about focusing on obeying the road, the rules of the road, and also to curb the drunken driving and also the fatalities, the accidents that are happening during the festive season. Can you please tell us what's happening so far on the ground?
A very good day to you, Vuyo, as well as the viewers at home. Like you've correctly cited, at the Port on your way to Heidelberg on the N3. What is interesting is that we're standing where a lot of people are trying to recuperate. Some people are filling up right at the back of us. Cars are filling up. Earlier on when we arrived here, there was a lot of cars. The queues were quite long. People are also trying to get food for the road. Some are taking their breaks as they go to their different destinations, because we know that on the N3, on the Port that we're in, it goes to Durban, it goes to Heidelberg and the likes. What we've also heard, basically, that the festive season, unfortunately, has also had a lot of fatalities, and is something that has been occurring over the years. We know that in Cape Town, in the Western Cape, rather, there was also issues on the N3, where there was a delay of up to 4 hours going to Beaufort West. Also in Mpumalanga, by the Lebombo port of entry to Mozambique, we also know that there was about 11-kilometer queue or delay. That's how slow things were moving for about 11 kilometers, which is quite a lot. People going into Mozambique, others going to places like Ponto de Oro, that is the beach there. Some going to visit their families, because we know there are a lot of foreign nationals from neighboring SADC countries who come to South Africa for employment and go home during the Christmas season. We're also waiting that later on today, in about 2 hours or so, that there'll be either roadblocks or searching or so forth that will be taking place. We'll get more clarity on that when Nompiti from the Gauteng Traffic Department is going to be with us, talking to us just after 4 today. Also, interestingly enough, or on a sad note rather, in Gauteng, we know that earlier on this morning there was also an accident where 6 people were died, this including a minor. In taxis, we know that a lot of minibuses are also having issues, because some people are commuting to their different locations using taxis or public transport. This particular accident happened on the M2, rather, eastbound to close to the Geldenhuys interchange. This is quite sad. These people could have been on their way to Germiston, could have been on their way to Ekurhuleni or the likes, or even to other areas. But we're also going to hear more reports from the traffic department on what exactly this particular campaign will be about. Unfortunately, also, we've heard that on this festive season, some children have been run over outside their homes. So a lot of speeding is happening. People are not following the rules of the road. Drunken driving is still top on the list. Speeding is also an issue. We also heard that yesterday on the R55, a person was caught driving 135 on an 80 zone. So we'll keep you updated on what's been happening on the roads. But unfortunately, people are not adhering to the rules of the road. It seems as though since the Christmas season or the festive season has started, that rules for a lot of people have thus left a lot of people.
Now, Sindisiwe, before I let you go, you spoke about the reckless driving that could be the cause of these accidents happening in the road. How are the people receiving this campaign done by the JMPD as a road safety campaign?
having spoken to a lot of motorists as well as pedestrians, they're basically saying that they are in support of this particular campaign happening, but they also said that it's not about campaigns, that the traffic controllers have to arrest people who are found not obeying the rules of the road, because unfortunately this is resulting in a lot of people who intended to go visit their homes, intended to go visit their loved ones, but never get there because of the fatalities, either killed by reckless drivers or killed by drivers who are fatigued. They also, speaking to the traffic department, they also reiterated that people should take breaks at least every 4 hours, especially the drivers, to at least get something to drink, stretch a bit, and then continue driving, because we know that some people drive as far as Wolmaranstad, drive as far as Durban, drive as far as Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and the likes. So they need to stretch in order to be able to continue with the road ahead, because it takes a lot of concentration. And unfortunately, in certain freeways like the N1, the N14, the N12 rather, there are a lot of, there's an influx of traffic, especially later on in the day and in the wee hours of the morning.
Cindy Siwe, thank you so much for that insight and that information. We do appreciate it. That's our reporter, Cindy Siwe Twala, on the N3 in Petroport, giving us more brief information as the JMPD has a campaign running to make sure that commuters do adhere to the rules of the road. Thank you so much, Cindy Siwe, on the N3 in Petroport.